great state of Nebraska. And so one of those old man moments, because I remember Brett whenever he was little bitty coming up through camp. But anyway, and Aiden's the same way. He's still, anyway. So I'll turn it over to you two.
My name is Aiden. If you didn't already know who I am, I'm from Northborough, Massachusetts, and I've been coming here ever since I'm little. Even though I'm, like Justin said, I'm still a little bit on the younger side. So I'm a junior in high school, so I guess that makes me a little expert on this topic. But my topic today, this morning, is on social media and how it can take away from the moments that we have together. And so I wrote this sermon without knowing the topic of camp, which the topic of camp is making most of our time. So I had to make a little adjustments along the way. So my original idea was social media and its different side effects that it can have on us as humans. So I'll go ahead and define social media for you. And so I looked it up on Google, and social media is a website or application that enables users to create and share content, right? And so it's a good thing, right? It enables you to build or maintain relationships over long distances. Hello? So without getting into too much detail, because this is Brent's topic, so some of the positives, you can build and maintain relationships over long distances. You can share your ideas with other people, maybe even start a business on social media. You can educate yourself, and you can connect anytime, anywhere. So my idea for the whole side effect thing is, have you ever seen those medicine or like drug commercials that they always make it seem like it's a positive thing, like it takes all the pain away. It's totally harmless, and at the end they give you all the side effects to the medicine that you might take. And none of those side effects anybody, I think, would want to have. And so the point I'm trying to make is that here we have medicine that's made for a good purpose, but it has consequences or side effects to what to if you take it. So aside from drugs, I do want to connect this to a biblical example, or one that we see in the Bible. And so money. So we all need money. We all work jobs, and we gain a little bit of cash. And the reason why I bring up money is found in 1 Timothy 6:10. And I'll give you a second to turn there if you want to. So it says, 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. And I read from the NIV version. So this is famously misinterpreted as money is the root of all evil. However, it says in the scripture that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And wealth and success are as good or as bad as what someone does with it. So here again, we see a good thing something that we all kind of need in life to be successful, or you don't need to be happy, but so the good thing, money, it has some side effects that come along with it by the way that we use the money, and whether it be like for bad reasons or for just reasons that you don't really need money for. So I want to go back to the topic of social media, and now we'll have a look at some of the side effects that come along with social media. So just some of them that I came up with a couple days ago. So isolation. Isolation, you can feel isolated in your own little world because you're so focused on what's outside of yourself. And when you're scrolling through social media, you see all these things that other people are doing, and you're like, oh man, why am I stuck here sitting on my couch when all these people are they're going to the beach or they're climbing a mountain? Look at that beautiful view. So that ties into fear of missing out. And I know I struggle with this a lot. And it's something that I need to work on personally. So basically, it's self-explanatory. It's the fear that you will be missing out. So basically, it's like, oh, look at all my friends, they're doing this, but I want to be a part of that. So, but there's no way that I can be there when I'm here sitting on my couch scrolling social media. So just some of the other side effects, if you will. Self-absorption. If you make a post and you get all these comments, and all these comments go to your head about, oh, I am this beautiful, oh, I am this handsome, oh, I am this muscular. It can get to your head, and you can be self-absorbed with yourself. Anxiety, depression, uncertainty, sadness, anger, jealousy, lust, envy, pride. And I can be talking all day about all the different side effects that stem from social media. But the one that I want to emphasize on is overall, all these things can lead you to straight from the Lord. And so there is definitely a battle going on over our souls when we partake in social media. Now, my job isn't to scare you into stop using social media. I want to inform you on the dangers and try to teach you on how to combat them. So I was a couple months ago, I was watching a show on Netflix. It's called The Social Dilemma. And I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but it really opens your eyes to what really goes on behind the scenes in social media. And right away after that, I deleted Instagram completely. And that was just because I was like, my mind was blown on how just like ruthless these people on social media are, and the people that build these websites. So what makes social media so attractive? And I got a bunch of information from this show, this episode, whatever. It's actually really clever the way that they do it. So all they have to do is feed on your addictive human nature. So every like, every dislike, every follow, every comment, every post, it all gets sent to this mastermind kind of an algorithm that basically it's designed to know what you like and dislike, and it uses that information. And when you scroll social media, it sends you bits and pieces that it will know that you will like. And when it does that, if you find a funny video or just a cool sports clip or something like that, and the amount of time that you spend on that post, it's all sent to the algorithm. It's like, oh, he must like sports. Oh, he must like funny stuff, and it sends you everything that you like. And sometimes this machine, it knows you better than you know yourself. And that's how, that to me was pretty scary. And that's how they keep you inside of these apps, the social media. So what now? Well, so in the, I was making this sermon, created the sermon a couple weeks ago, and I was making it in the car with my mom, and she was trying to give me ideas on what to do, and she kept on going to this idea of if I could change anything in the world, I would take away social media completely. And I totally agree with this, but what I told her was there's nothing we can really do to get rid of social media. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be haunting everybody that uses it. And the best thing that we can do is guard our hearts. And so I want to flip to Philippians 4:8. And it says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. So we don't want to be consumed by social media. And what we want to do is we want to spend our time doing other stuff. And we want to spend our time with friends, loved ones, maybe girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. We want to spend more time with them than on our phones. And that's what social media does, is it steals the moment away from you. And we don't want to let that happen. So do whatever you can to control it. Turn it off. Delete the app. Leave your phone in another room. Turn your phone on airplane mode. Whatever you can do to control it, that's what the best thing is. And don't let social media distract you from the true purpose that we have on this earth, which is for the glory of God. Everything that we do is in the glory of God. And my point is seeing that social media has all these side effects, we should try to make the most of our time doing other things. And yeah, that's what I got. And I'll turn it over to Brent Barge.
Good morning. Can everybody hear me in the back good? Okay, awesome. Now, we didn't really plan a dual lesson, but that's okay. Great job. I like how Aiden said it is a battle that we're in. We're we're in a war on social media. And so Aiden's point was to run away, like not necessarily run away, but take steps to like limit how much we're in that war. And I guess the point that I want to bring about is how we can fight in that war and use social media in a positive way. As Justin was saying, my name is Brent. I am from the great state of Nebraska. There's a lot of new faces here today that I've never seen before. And so obviously I'm new to everybody here as well. But it's great to be here. I'm enjoying my time so far. Other than the mice in my cabin and the sleepwalker that I had scare me tonight, I'm having a really good time right now. So let me go ahead and pull up. He scared me. He scared me so bad. This guy, he was walking. Now, I haven't always been a huge social media guy, so it's a really good thing that I was looking at positive. Because I like to focus on the negative social media. I like to make fun of people who are on their phone, scrolling all the time. But actually, I have done social media in the past, and actually a couple of years ago, during the holiday season on Facebook, I became a real gift giver. Is that not going to land? I have more. I want to follow the local fence company on Facebook, but they didn't have any posts. Pretty good. It's pretty good. When my sister told my mom that she was pregnant, that's the moment my mom became an Instagram. All right, I went to a cooking Facebook page to check out its time. All right, so now I'll try to make the most of the time. As we look at making the most of our time on social media, I have the same definition for social media that Aiden has, and it's this: the use of dedicated websites and applications to interact with other users or to find people with similar interests. What I get from that definition is that people are looking for connection, and that's why we go to social media. Especially during times when we can't interact with people, that's where we go. We desire relationships with people, and we're desiring connections. And so with that connection, it is staggering just how many people are looking for connection. In 2019, according to brandwatch.com, the population of the world was 7.8 billion. 3.7 billion of those people have social media. That is almost half of the world population on the internet using social media apps to connect with. And on average, of those 3.7 billion people, every single one of them have 7 social media accounts. So that could be Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, you name it. 7 accounts on average. That's almost 26 billion social media accounts on the internet, if you can believe that. So there are a lot of people on social media. What I'm trying to make is we can reach those people. We can fight for those people on social media. And how do we do that? Let's turn to Matthew 5. Matthew 5, we start in verse 13. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has become tasteless, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. You are the light of the world. The city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor does anyone light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on the lampstand, and it gives light to all around the house. Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father. We are the light of the world, and that means we are supposed to be the light on social media as well. So we're going to talk about how we can do that. BuffaloLearning.com says the purpose of social media includes the following 4 concepts. Concepts are sharing, learning, interacting, and marketing. So instead of what I like to say, wasting our time scrolling on social media, we can make the most of our time by being lights in those 4 areas. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. Just a thought question: what do we share on social media? What does the world share on social media? And another thought question: are those 2 things different? Because honestly, if they're the same, we're losing the war, honestly. Christians should strive to share positive, encouraging material. Let's turn into the Bible to Ephesians 4. Man, it's quiet. It's up there. Okay, Ephesians 4:29. Let no unwholesome word proceed from your mouth, but only such a word as is used for edification according to the need of the moment, so that it will give grace to those who hear. Now, some of those words in there are kind of long, and I mean, you don't really get the real definition of them just by reading the verse. Let's go ahead and look at the words unwholesome and edification. Unwholesome in the Greek is a word called sapros, and it means of poor quality, bad, unfit for use, worthless. And the Bible says, let no unwholesome, let no worthless word proceed from your mouth. And I think that is directly correlated to what we type in Judas. So what's the other side of it? Edification. Edification is a word that I'm not going to try to use. It is building up, the act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, and holiness. I'm going to read that definition one more time. The act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, and holiness. The words that should come out of our mouth and the things that we should post on social media should be just that, promoting one another's growth in Christianity. We have an example of this in the New Testament with Paul. I mean, he basically wrote a bunch of posts or letters to his Facebook friends, if you will, that were super encouraging. So let's just look at one of those in Philippians. Let's turn to Philippians 1. Paul is super encouraging. Just in the first 11 verses of Philippians, we see that. So let's go ahead and read it. Paul and Timothy, bondservants of Christ Jesus, to all the saints in Christ Jesus who are in Philippi, including the overseers and deacons, grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. I thank my God in all my remembrance of you, always offering prayer for joy and prayer for you all, in view of your participation in the gospel from the first days of the month. For I am confident that this very thing, that he who began a good work in you will perfect it until the day of Christ Jesus. For it is only right for me to feel this way about you all, because I have you in my heart, since both in my imprisonment and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel, you are all partakers of grace with me. For God is my witness, how I long for you all with the affection of Christ Jesus. And this I pray, that your love may abound still more and more in real knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve the things that are excellent, in order to be sincere and blameless until the day of Christ, having been filled with the fruit of righteousness through Jesus Christ, to the glory of God. Just in those 11 verses, he's encouraging the people in Philippi. We can do the same thing, maybe not the same, Paul does it, but in how we post on social media, we can be encouraging for our Facebook friends. The second way that we can use social media in a positive way is by learning. What we're learning, what we're posting. More thought questions for you. What do we get on social media? What does the world get on social media? Again, those two things are different, should be different. My mind goes to the song we used to sing in Sunday school. But be careful with your lives, what you see. And isn't that the truth on social media? Part of making the most of our time on social media is following the positive accounts, that give us encouragement. Positive people that give us encouragement instead of the accounts that post content that we're supposed to be guarding. Another way that we can use social media in a positive way in regards to learning is about learning about people. We put a lot of stuff on social media. For example, if Aiden has a Facebook account, he's going to say on his profile, Aiden, name, Aiden, age 16, likes Chick-fil-A, disc golf, and cool shoes. So I can get on social media and I can profile stock Aiden, and I can learn a little bit about Aiden, at least on a surface level. And then by learning about Aiden on that surface level, I can go weakness solving, and then we're building a relationship. We can learn about people on social media to then build a relationship past them. And that's what we're looking for. Hebrews 10:24 through 25. Let's go there. This is the purpose of building those relationships in life. Hebrews 10:24 through 25. And let us consider how to stimulate one another to love and good deeds, not forsaking our own assembling together as the habit of some. All the more as you see the day drawing near. The more we learn about people, the better relationship we have with people, the more we know about them, so we can consider them and encourage them to do the work of the Lord. All right, third way is how we interact with people on social media. Who has Facebook, Twitter? A bunch of us. And what do we do on social media? We interact with one another. And so the way that we interact is very, very important. So many people in the world are quick to judge, attack, dismiss, or cancel people when they don't like their opinion or they disagree with somebody. We definitely should not be ones to cancel or attack. Proverbs 15:1 says that a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a soft word stirs up anger. A harsh word stirs up anger. You know, when we're attacking people in the comment section of Facebook, it just gets anger out. It brings forth anger. And that's not what we're going for either. We have more instruction on how we're supposed to interact with each other in Colossians 3. We can make the most of our time as we interact with focus on acting in this way. So as those who have been chosen of God, in verse 12, holy and beloved, that's us, put on a heart of compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, bearing with one another, forgiving each other. Whoever has a complaint against anyone, just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. And then in verse 14, someone will love. Beyond all these things, put on love, which is the perfect bond of unity. People can see when Christians are arguing on social media, and that's not a good godly example. Seeing Christians interact with each other in a way that is different from the world, interacting with love toward one another, that can be an amazing godly too. So when we use our time on social media in this way, we're actually doing the fourth concept of social media, which is marketing. We're promoting Jesus Christ when we're on social media. As Christians, that should be our goal, to use social media for the purpose of God. The Great Commission in Matthew 28 says to go into all the world and make disciples. Guys, there are 3.7 billion people on social media. 3.7 billion. I encourage you to hit the friend request button to look at the little section that says people you may know. Accept those people, add those people, reach out to those people. Those are the people you never know. That those are the people who may be seeking connection, and then they can find that connection through us and through the love of Jesus Christ. This doesn't mean we have to share scriptures every day and always broadcast when they're going to church. Those are great things, but people should be able to see and know who we serve based on our social media presence and stuff. Let's look at Matthew 5:16. It says, let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good works and glorify your Father. Sums it up perfectly right there. By who we are as Christians, people should know that we are Christians, even on social media. So, we can use social media in a spiritual and positive way by focusing on sharing encouraging content, seeking positive content to absorb, intentionally learning about people, and interacting with others based on love. When we do that, our social media presence in itself will promote our ordinances of Jesus Christ. And really, if you don't get anything out of it today, I have one more comment for you. Tweet others how you would like to be treated.